Tony's Topics. What's happening, folks? My name is Tony. Welcome to Tony's Topics. So what do I want to talk about today? Let's talk about the NBA. I guess notably, Westbrook's last game. Last night, Westbrook and OKC played against the Raptors, and Westbrook dominated the game. Not only was the 30 points amazing, but the 17 assists and 11 rebounds? Oh my gosh. I mean, honestly, Westbrook is really, with a game like this, he's tapped into another level of play. 17 assists? What? So, I mean, that 17 assists is as good as any star point guard's ever going to have the entire season. 17 assists? Wow. Wow. Well, I mean, with the way that it looks, and here's the other thing that I was noticing. OKC actually they're only 3 losses behind the Raptors. Now, if you look at the East is basically the Atlanta Hawks are way out in front by like 10 extra games or whatever. But then it's like a 3-way tie between Cleveland, the Bulls, and the Raptors. Like, who's going to come in second in the East is still up for grabs. And finally, Washington dragging the end. But here's the thing. OKC is only 3 losses behind the Raptors. So literally, if OKC was in the East Coast right now, they literally might have the second best record. And why is that so significant? Simple. The Raptors, granted, DeMar DeRozan was injured for a while, but the Raptors have now had time to build back their record and get it back. They're firing on all pistons now. Cleveland's been firing on all pistons, and the Bulls are hurt or injured, right, or whatever. But the bottom line is, OKC is being completely carried by Russell Westbrook, supposedly the second biggest star on that team. But neither him nor Durant is either one of these guys could lead a team. And last year was Durant's chance to prove it, and it seems this year is Westbrook's chance to prove it, and he's actually doing it. So, why don't I think they're going to win? Well, honestly, with the way the chemistry is right now at OKC, I think OKC, the current OKC, might actually be able to win it all. I mean, think about it. They just got done dropping the Raptors. If you can get rid of the Raptors, you can get rid of the Bulls, you can get rid of Cleveland, you can get rid of any of the 600 teams, any of the ones that have won somewhere around 60% of their games, you can bump off any of them. Now, Golden State, Atlanta, and the Memphis Grizzlies, I don't know if I go so far as saying that. But the bottom line is this. One star player on OKC has actually kept them in the running. It's amazing. And it seems like Westbrook doesn't have a problem dishing the ball to Ekan or Serge Ibaka either. 17 assists? Well, good grief. So why am I talking about this? Simple, because I wonder if the chemistry is going to be messed up when Durant comes back. I mean, Westbrook's happy now. If you haven't noticed, Westbrook is doing endorsements now. He's on multiple commercials right now, right? Everything is happy in Westbrook land. He's the star player on a winning team going into the playoffs. He's probably the top candidate for MVP, if you want to really talk about it. Because the bottom line is, if you looked at any other what other MVP candidate is really carrying their team? The Houston Rockets have such a deep bench, such a deep team, that, yeah, Harden might be the #1 scorer in the league, or it might be Westbrook today. But for the most part, that team is still solid, even in the absence of Dwight Howard. LeBron's team is doing great, but everybody on LeBron's team is healthy. So for Westbrook to still be in the running, to actually look like he's going to have a better record possibly than the Raptors, unbelievable. Okay, so when I put him up for my MVP candidate, it's looking real. Let's just say it's looking real hard to pick someone else. Real hard. I mean, Harden. Maybe you could say that the Rockets, only because the Rockets have currently have a better record than OKC. But wow. But again, like I said, if Durant comes back, I wonder if it just messes up the chemistry of that team and they lose anyway. Interesting. Okay. So tonight's games, pretty much, I mean, honestly, tonight might have some of the easiest games to call in the, I don't know, maybe in the history of basketball. But I mean, you could almost call tonight's games in their sleep. Whatever, if I can get it to pull up. Here it comes, wait. Wait for it. Oh my goodness. The downsides of not having a nice fast Wi-Fi. Well, either way it goes. I guess that was what I was supposed to talk about today. That's my time. That's my topic.